Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Wednesday, September 18th, day 65. So, like 25 days to go, 24 days to go, however that math works. 25 days to go. And I did not do a CarCast last night. Once again, the days have slowed down tremendously. House guests are all stacked in the backyard. Not a whole lot of opportunity to conspire and plot without somebody else watching you, so they aren't doing it as much. They're being kept busy with occasional dance parties, like limbo parties, Congo dancing. Yesterday, Chemo's birthday party. Chemo's birthday was officially yesterday. They celebrated that off and on several times. I posted a couple of different video clips of that going on. So with all that going on, not a lot of game stuff going on. And we still just have Chemo's safe, Tekor and Rubina on the block. And I just saw something this morning when I was checking the overnight feeds that have things that happen while I was sleeping. And somebody from Joker's Update posted that Rubina had suggested to Tekor that they go around and they do 2-on-1s. That means the two of them go around and talk to everybody and say, "Who are you voting for?" I just amuses me. It's like, I don't know. I don't get the sense of it. I don't understand. Was she joking or was she serious? And I can see both. I can see her being serious and I can see her joking. I don't know, because what's the point? Hey, we're coming around everybody together and you got to tell us who you're voting for so we just know who's going. That seems to me to be maybe the point that she was trying to make, but I do think, as it stands right now, that Tekor will be voted out. I believe I mentioned that Angela was kind of pushing hard for that after the Power Veto meeting with Leah. Not that Leah has a vote, but just kind of trying to reassure Leah that she'd made a good call renominating Tekor, and that, that's what she was in support of. And then Angela, I think Angela cut a deal with Rubina. Now, these are always questionable, but cut a deal for safety with Rubina for next week, so that if Rubina wins head of household, that Angela will be safe. But again, gotta see if that ends up holding up or not. But it could. But you have limited options, right? So at this level, promises can be hard to keep. Anyways. So Angela was a definite vote, or is a definite vote, to evict Tekor. The other possible votes, MJ, I think, has been leaning Tekor over Rubina. And so that's 2. You need 3 to evict. It will be a five-person vote. And so you need 3, it won't be a tie, you'll need 3 out of 5 to vote to evict. So you just need one more. If you've got Angela and you've got MJ, and then the next other one that would be obvious potentially would be either Cam or Chelsea. And Chelsea, I thought, wasn't willing to vote out Tekor, and I kind of thought that Cam, having a bit of an alliance with Tekor, might want to see. And he said, "You're my number 2. I'll do whatever. I'll do anything to make it to the end with you." That may not have been as sincere as I thought it was, or Tekor isn't Chelsea, so he may say, "I'm voting out Tekor, but I'm still loyal to you." That could be the angle he's going with too. But it does seem like Cam is on board with voting out Tekor. He commented, I believe it was to Leah, that he's noticed Tekor and Chelsea whispering a lot lately, and he's not too crazy about that potential relationship alliance. And he knows that the women that they've been talking about an all-women's alliance, and I believe he thinks that Tekor is more of a driver behind that all-women's alliance than Rubina. So all those things combined make me think that Cam is ready to vote out Tekor. So there's 3 votes right there. Chelsea appears to be willing to not fight to keep Tekor. Again, we're Wednesday morning. We got over 24 hours before the episode, before the show, before the eviction. So that doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be the case that Chelsea doesn't try to flip the script and keep Tekor and get rid of Rubina. It could be. But if Chelsea is indeed like, I'm not going to put up a fight, I'm just going to let it happen, well, then that's all the more reason that Takor will probably go. Takor, I think, kind of suspects that she's not doing much campaigning. Takor has not been a big game player all season, so her not playing the game very hard right now, is not terribly surprising. I did see that Rabina is out there campaigning a little bit, so she's actually making an effort to campaign against Takor. Takor and Rabina, you have to understand, again, those of you that don't watch the live feeds or the TV show even, they are super, super tight. Super tight. They ever since Tucker got evicted, Takor and Rabina have been hooked at the hip like all the time. They are just all the time together, talking, whispering, up until, I don't know what time they were up to tonight, but they were up very late tonight, this past evening, this early morning kind of thing. So that is where things stand. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. Not a whole lot, because again, not a whole lot of games going on. They did their party stuff for chemo. We'll see that. No, can't think of anything else to tell you right now. We'll see if anything develops today. It's very possible I won't do another podcast this evening, just because, you know what, if indeed this is the way things are heading, unless something strange happens, I won't have much news. They'll get up. Big Brother's letting them sleep in relatively late. They aren't just being very talkative. They just kind of hang around, and at some point during the evening, things start to develop and chats happen. But I just don't know. Maybe they'll be encouraged to do some campaigning, and maybe we'll see some changes or some shifting. But I really don't think we will. I really do think that Takor is going to be evicted. It's either going to be 3-2. It could be 5-0. It could be it's possible. It could be 3-2, 5-0. 4-1, 5-0. I do think it's going to be at least 3-2 though, and that's all it takes. So that's what I got for you guys. In other reality TV news, I don't think I talked about this, so let's touch that real quick. A couple of other tying up loose ends. I am still watching the show The Anonymous, which is on USA. And for those of you that don't recall, I talked about it. Xavier, who won a couple of seasons ago, is on that show, and that's kind of what lured me into it. It's been a good show. It's not a amazingly awesome show, but it's not a bad show. It still is very Circle-like to me, which is put together by people from the Circle along with people from the Traders. So it's got a combined element. I'm not going to go back into it again, but it's interesting to watch, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm obviously still watching it. As a matter of fact, there's other shows like Claim to Fame that is also completely done that I haven't finished watching, and I'm watching The Anonymous over Claim to Fame. But Claim to Fame is good too. It's just what I have. It's what I think of, and actually, it's still what's live right now. So that's sorry. We are now in traffic mode, and so my brain has stopped shutting down while I navigate traffic. So there's that show, The Anonymous. There is also word that came out a couple of days ago that Big Brother Australia will be back on the original channel that it aired on, which was Channel 10. I don't know my Australian channels, but apparently, and I couldn't have told you this, but apparently Channel 10 is the original channel that Big Brother debuted on, aired on. You don't, what? Okay, I see what you're doing. Sorry, once again, you don't have to stop. There's no stop sign there. I don't get why people are stopping. Oh, God. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. Big Brother Australia used to air on Channel 10, and then it looped around to other channels, and now it's coming back to Channel 10 is what they announced in late 2025. We got a long ways to go. I'll talk at least about another whole season of Big Brother probably before we get back to Big Brother Australia. But They said it's coming back with live feeds, live evictions, live nominations. Okay, I'm hopeful, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be the CBS version of Big Brother, not the original version of Big Brother. I really think it's Paramount is the company that's doing it. So they may have live evictions and live nominations, but I'm not sure how live nominations would be interesting, because that is something that Australia would do, where they actually did it in front of a studio, almost in front of a studio audience. The live host would be there talking. And by the way, Sonia Kruger will not be back for Big Brother Australia, which is kind of disappointing, because I enjoyed her. But let's not worry about that. They're hyping it about live nominations and live evictions and a live feed, but if they do it like CBS instead of like the old Big Brother, then it won't be as good to me. I don't need to see Big Brother Canada down under. I don't need to see Big Brother America down under. Now, Australia, even though their most recent seasons have had a bit of a Big Brother US feel to it, they have been unique, and just Australian production, much like UK production, to me is more enjoyable. So I can still be excited about it in some ways, but I'm just not going to be like over the moon, like this is amazing, because I just think that they're going to do it some way that's going to annoy me. And then Big Brother UK is coming sometime. There's no set thing yet. I haven't seen a set announcement other than I thought it was coming this fall. But we're at this fall and it hasn't shown up yet, so we're waiting to see. And I am stopping for a pedestrian, which I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I'm amused. Yeah, this is time for me to sign off. I've got you covered. I've talked about all this stuff. I'm gonna head out for the day, and we'll see what the day brings. If I don't talk to you later today, I will talk to you tomorrow morning, when we should have a much more locked in sense on who's going. Although pretty locked in right now that it's going to be Takor. I'm feeling that pretty strongly, but you know what? It's possible that it could be someone else. It could be someone else being Rabina. Yeah, I need to stop talking now. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Have a good morning. Take care. Bye.